This is how I play the game! Oh my god! What the fuck?
Holy shit! That is an epic fucking intro, dude.
And I have to warn everyone, warning, what you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting.
Sound good?
Alright, sounds good to me.
Someone said, if I don't care about other people's streams, why do I complain about other streamers so often? Well, as you guys know, at least 30 minutes of every stream, every day, is dedicated to just completely shitting on other streamers. Just completely taking a giant diarrhea dump on the face of other streamers. That's why I regularly violate the terms of service here on Twitch, and I've been banned so many times. Or, maybe I don't do that and you're an idiot.
Chronic liar. Small P. Burnell.
Gee, thanks. Last Gen Dempsey, to me $40. An outstanding $67 of tips to start, and we haven't even started with gameplay yet. Thank you for that. Hollywood J. Hale just tipped me $41. That means we've already hit the tips goal. We haven't even started a moment of gameplay, and we've hit the tips goal. That is outstanding, and thank you guys for that, because that will take a lot of pressure off the stream. We can just relax now, right? No one will flip out that we're not going to hit the tips goal, which is amazing. And now we're officially at 184 streak. Thank you for that. Wait, Mature Adult just cheered again. 117 bits says, what's your favorite app on your phone? What app should you recommend people to get? Jeez, I'm never gonna get to start with gameplay tonight. Alright, I think I know what vest I'm putting on tonight. I think I know. It's time for the originator. The beige vest.
Whale, in general, is a term that generally means someone who contributes a lot to anything. It could mean you contribute a lot to a content creator, you contribute a lot to a cause, you contribute a lot to a game. Yeah, detractors would say, oh, contributing to Phil on his streams, you're a whale.
Rob Likes Games Judy said, you ever stop getting seconds during dinner? My mom tells me to eat only one plate and I'm still hungry. No, if we're hungry, we always go back and get seconds. It depends, too, on what we're eating. Like tonight, the baked chicken, mashed potatoes, and corn, that was more than enough. We were super full. But there's some nights we'll make like a casserole or something, and maybe we'll want a little bit more and we go back and get more. So it all depends. But no, why would I just think about this. Why would I tell my wife, no, don't get seconds? What? What kind of an asshole would I be? What kind of a controlling asshole? Mr. Papavera just curious, I ever thought about getting a motorcycle? I did. At one point, I was thinking about getting a motorcycle when I lived in Connecticut. I thought it would look cool. I mean, I'll be honest here. It was during, like, the American Badass Undertaker, plotline in WWE. And I didn't mean to do that. It was during the American Badass Undertaker thing. I was like, oh, it's so cool. He rides on a bike and he's a badass. I'd like to have a Harley someday or something like that. But in reality, it would have been a terrible idea. In Connecticut, the weather is so bad. Like, in the winters, it's always wet and icy and bad to drive. And then in the summers, it's insanely hot and humid. So there never would have been, like, ideal time for me to drive this thing. Maybe if I lived in, like, California, I would have considered... But anyway, I basically thought this. If I get a motorcycle, I'm going to end up driving it, like, so little. Because I'm definitely never going to drive it in the winter. And in the summer, it's going to be so hot and humid most of the time, it's never going to be pleasant to drive this damn thing. So I ended up never getting one.
And I'm probably going to try to do some more fundraising.
It's funny, there's a lot of stuff that people ask me all the time. Did you ever play a collectible card game? No. Did you ever do tabletop gaming? No. Did you ever do this collectible, that collectible? No. No. Okay. Did you ever roller skate? No. Did you rollerblade? No. Did you ride a bike? No. Did you play a sport? No. So some people are like, what did you do? I played video games. I collected comic books and I played video games. That was like the majority of my childhood.
What? What?
Wings and DSP cheers. Say hello. Is the platinum vest off limits now because it's too hot? No, absolutely not. It's not off limits. I wore it earlier today. An anonymous $1.30 tip says, how do you think having sheltering or hover parents affected your growing up? You know, I don't know. I'm old now, you know. I'm freaking 38 years old. I don't really remember everything that happened back then. Besides, I remember my parents were incredibly sheltering. Like, they were. Like, seriously, they were so protective of me that I didn't even get to, like, really go out and do stuff with friends on a consistent basis until I was, like, 18 years old when I told them, I'm gonna do what I want. You gotta lay off, because if you keep telling me no, I'm never gonna experience life, and you gotta fucking stop with this.
A little sensitive sissy ninny. You know? They really are. Little special snowflakes who've been pet and, you know, protected by their parents all their lives.
So, you know, they were super duper protective. I think, alright, I think the reason they were is because I had a cousin, Melissa, who lived with me, and she was the opposite. Like, she became a complete uncontrollable person who got into crime and got into drugs. And I think when they saw this bad stuff she was getting into, they were terrified that I was going to slip into it too. So instead, I basically paid for all of her mistakes. You know what I mean? She fucked up. Oh, now we got to be overprotective of Phil because she fucked up. And that's not right, but obviously I don't blame my parents for that.
I'm different. You know what I mean?
When I was a child, I was very different than the other children.
You know, back in high school, I was on a cocktail of medications. I mean, real talk, when I was in high school at one point, I was to the point where, like, I was losing it. I wanted to either go do something drastic or, you know, go nuts. There was a girl who I was, like, obsessed with for a while.
They obviously said we don't want Phil to get into trouble like she did. So it is what it is, but it's not like I never did anything. I hung out with friends regularly in my yard, playing with toys and stuff. I went to the arcade at least once or twice a weekend. My dad would drive me there. When I was younger, he would stay there. Eventually, he would just drop me off and leave. You know, it's not like I never did anything. It's just that very limited. I never basically ever went on a trip with friends. Never did a sleepover. Seriously, I never slept over at another friend's house or anything like that. Or stayed out all night, ever. Until I was 18, I never even stayed out of my house all night. I was always at home every night. My parents demanded that I was home every night.
My parents were being overprotective. I'll tell you why. Because they were having problems with their marriage. I know I've never really talked about this publicly before. I will right now. This is real and from the heart. They were having problems with their marriage at the time when I was in high school. They may or may not have cheated on each other. I don't know or care because it's not my fucking business and I don't give a shit what they did, right? But what they decided to do, they decided to put me in the middle of it and make me the center of the issue.
Sparky King took me $1 and says, yeah, DSP tries idea, Cat on board with the most. Actually, I told her about all the ideas. And the one that she was grossed out at was the grilled cheese burrito from Taco Bell. She was like, that's disgusting. That's nacho cheese and melted cheese in the fucking burrito is too much cheese. And I agree. Everything else she seemed alright. Like, for example, if we go to Jack in the Box, the tiny tacos are probably gross, but we both like other stuff from Jack in the Box, so I would order normal food from Jack in the Box and I just have the tacos for the DSP tries it, you see? So, she seemed okay with almost everything else.
My wife doesn't just walk around telling me what to do all day. I don't know why you got that impression. We have a much better relationship than that, trust me.
Wings the DSP Charity said, do you think everything the vest takes away from your content? Do I think that the vest could take away from stream content? Well, let me put it this way. In general, no, it doesn't. In general, it actually adds to the streaming content. But as I said, I'm not going to harp on this all night. But sadly, some people get so absorbed in the vest that if it looks like we're not going to hit the vest goal, they get angry and they start, oh my god, and they're so suspenseful, and all they talk about for the last half hour of the stream is that, and I can't concentrate on the game. I can't have fun with the game because it's all about the vest, the streak. And I don't like the whole stream being taken over like that. Instead, I like to have it be about the gameplay or interactions with you. Like, sometimes I want to talk with you guys, I look, and the whole stream's vest. It's frustrating. So tonight, we don't have to talk about it. It's great. I can actually relax. That's fun.
It was a fun stream, although, I'll be honest, a lot of people didn't really talk to me tonight. I don't know why. People were just kind of having their own conversations and...
What? That's not true at all. Wings and DSP Charity said, what do you think caused your downfall? At your heyday, you made 1 million views a video. Was it because of the trolls? That was not true. In my heyday, I was not making 1 million views a video. On average videos, in reality, I would say at the beginning of a major AAA playthrough, I get between, say, 20 to 50,000 views, but then the views would taper right off after the first few parts, and average views, honestly, would probably be between 2,000 to 5,000 views a video for any extended playthrough. Now, there's exceptions. Big-time playthroughs sometimes would bring in more views, and sometimes they would be big views for a very popular game or whatever, but I never got that many. 1 million views a video? There's maybe a few videos I got 1 million views on, but that was not often. Even some of my most popular videos ever only had maybe 100,000 views, you know what I mean? I think you're grossly overestimating my popularity back in the day. And the thing is, I was one of the bigger gaming YouTubers at the time. To put this into perspective, at my absolute most popular, at the height of my popularity on YouTube, my entire channels were bringing in between 8 and 10 million views a month. Okay? A month. Now, keep in mind, back then, I was uploading, some days, 30 to 40 videos a day. Okay? So if you do the math, that probably meant I was bringing in a couple 100,000 views a day, and you divide that by the 30 freaking videos I was putting out, you see, now you can figure it out.
If you actually count the amount of videos, I think people have said at this point I have between 60 to 70,000 total videos on YouTube. You know, 11 years of my life dedicated to being a content creator. Probably one of the most, if not the most prolific gaming YouTuber there is. Okay?
But anyway, just like everything, things get tired over time. And I used to be an offline content creator that was only talking to a viewing audience on YouTube. There was no live interaction, not even direct capture. Doing the kind of commentary I was doing, which was basically reactionary commentary, filling every dead moment with talking and jokes, a lot of the times very immature jokes and commentary, it got tired after a few years. I started doing it in 2008. By like 2012, 2013, it was getting old and tired. So then I tried to reinvent myself by doing direct capture and live streaming. Then I tried to reinvent myself again in 2017 by becoming an interactive live streamer. See what I mean?
Twitch is a bad business. Twitch is not a good place to put out quality content. It's not. You are constantly nagged to advertise and or push subs or product so that you can make money, and they'll make money, they get profit from that, and then you get profit from that. They don't care about actual games, they don't care about what you put on your stream as long as this is coming into them.
But that's what happens. Things stagnate, and when you keep things too similar, you know, sadly people kind of get tired of the same thing over and over. I think that's what happened in regards to my old YouTube stuff, is that at one point people thought it was revolutionary, it was different, and then everyone started doing it, and then you had people jumping in who had video editing skills, people who was a team of people working together to put out edited content, and they basically, you know, got the one up on me. There's nothing I could do. I'm just a normal guy like you guys, a normal gamer, just playing games, having fun, making silly videos. And I wasn't ever looking to do it professionally or anything like that. I fell into doing it for a job. Then you got these people who come in with tons of training on video editing skills and comedy skits and financing to make a highly expensive edited YouTube channel. It's like, I can't compete with those fucking people. No way.
You know, I'm a simple guy. I'm a gamer. I'm not a techie. I'm not a fucking guy that knows all the ins and outs of this shit. You're like talking to a lay person. You're talking to a gamer. You're not talking to an editor. You're not talking to a PC, builder. You're not talking to a techie guy. You're talking to a guy who just wants to sit down, press record, play a game, and have fun, right?
But at least I did it at a time where I became popular when I did. Now, even though my following is way less, I still have a dedicated fan base that supports me and keeps me going. And that's all I ever asked for anyway. I never wanted to be the big guy who every little thing that I do becomes some kind of controversial shit. People are saying that, oh, I'm the face of gaming and now I'm responsible for everything that happens on YouTube and shit. I would never want that. Seriously, I would never want that responsibility. I just want to play games and have fun with a viewing audience, and that's it. That's all I care about. Well, here we go. As you can tell, guys, there is a meme going on with the detractors. They're sending people in here to say that I've raised enough money to pay all of my taxes. That's not the case at all. Basically, I'm now currently just today started working with my tax guy, talking about taxes and what's going to happen. And basically, I may or may not have a resolution by this month because apparently the tax office is so backed. Oh, look at that beetle. I want that one. The tax office is apparently so backed up. They haven't even, like, they processed my tax return, but... Oh, you fucker, I wasn't even near it. God damn it. But anyway, they haven't even assessed taxes for last year. Like, they're not even aware that I didn't pay all my taxes for 2019 yet, nor have they calculated any interest or done any work on it at all. So eventually they're going to contact me about it, but my tax guy says maybe it'll be this month, maybe not, but he basically says get a head start, you know, start paying what you can, and, you know, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to go into it. I'm not going to go into details of my fucking taxes here tonight. But no, I didn't magically raise enough to pay all my taxes. People are saying that are fucking assholes. They're sitting in the detractor channel, and the detractor who's streaming me is like, quick, go in there and say that you paid all his taxes. Yeah, they'll get them all riled up, man. They're idiots. So, you say it again, you're gonna get banned. You just gotta fucking learn your lesson here and not stop being a fucking idiot, okay? 'Cause that's what you're being.
Phil has indoctrinated children who send him money, blatantly milking for money. It's a money pit. It's gone, just gone like that. In an instant, fucking gone. I just care about money. I just can't help it. I eBay. Contributions are mandatory, but I need your help. I am appealing directly to you. No decency, no respect, no common sense, no fucking maturity. Is the guy who just doesn't get reality.